I don't think you guys have seen this yet. My bike with the seat cowl on there. Yeah, it looks a lot cleaner in the back. I like it a lot. I should have got that earlier. Now I just need a freaking fender eliminator to get rid of that stupid thing. And it would look awesome. Oh, I still have that cracked fairing. Oh well. It's freaking cold out today. It's not supposed to be cold. It's gonna be really cold this week. I'm mad. It's gonna snow. Dang, it's cold outside. I'm trying out a new angle, or it's actually the first angle I had before I had my microphone. You can see my test ride video. It's the same angle, in the center instead of on the side. So I wanted to try that out, see how that worked, just to see if it looks better. And if I sound a little muffled, it's because I have my balaclava in today. According to the weather.com, it's supposed to only feel like, I don't know, 19 degrees outside. I can't really tell what degrees it's supposed to feel like. But it's going to reach a high of only 31 at like 6 p.m. tonight, which is stupid. It's pissing me off. I'm in the south now. I shouldn't have to deal with this garbage. So I got my winter gloves. Well, I haven't changed out my winter gloves for a while because my summer gloves are actually, protective-wise, they're pretty inferior to these ones. These are nice. They have the nice big carbon knuckle protector. And then I have my triple layer jacket. This jacket's a great jacket. It's a Cortec Air 3 something. It's got just the outer textile layer, and you have the rainproof wind breaking layer and the thermal layer inside, which is fully sleeved, so it's really great for the cold. It's like I hardly feel the cold. That's my winter gear in a balaclava. It goes all the way down my neck, down to my chest. So it really covers all the wind, and it's got a breath box built into it. Kind of tries to prevent fogging up a little bit. It doesn't really work that well. Anti-fog measures. I've heard that using like dish soap, putting some dish soap on the inside of the visor and smearing that around, sitting for 10 minutes and then rinsing it off, that'll actually prevent fogging. I haven't really tried it, but if you have, let me know how it worked out. Right now I just have to ride around with the visor clicked open, and it makes my forehead cold. Look at all that open field. Look at that. Dang. Sometimes I just wish I had a dual sport. I wonder what I would feel like if I put knobbies on this bike. That'd be really stupid. But it'd be cool. Knobbies on a sport bike. Yeah! So I was thinking on the video where I installed my alarm, somebody noticed the dent I have in my tank on the right side here is real ugly. I mean, it's just one dent, and that's pretty much the only damage I have on that side, but it really does make the whole bike look wrinkled. So I was thinking about, like, just how that makes me feel about the motorcycle. This whole feeling of pride of ownership. Thinking that this bike, it used to be in pristine condition, and then I own it, and now it has dents and broken stuff. For a while, it actually did. It was very subtle, but it made me feel like I was a crappy bike owner. It made it hard to get on, and I didn't realize it until later, but it did make riding feel a little harder to get back into. Not because I was afraid to do it again, like crashing, but because I felt like I was a crappy owner of a motorcycle. There was also a large period of time when I didn't have even a sponge or a hose to wash it. So there was a large period of time where it was really dirty. But after I washed it off for the first time, my pride of ownership just went way up because it was nice and clean and shiny. It's not something I thought about a whole lot before I got the bike, but yeah, pride of ownership, it's one of those things where it's largely affected by how you take care of it. Because I prized the bike a lot more after I cleaned it and when I started to work on it and take care of it and do stuff with it. When it was just sitting in my garage, I didn't really have a whole lot of pride in my bike, but after I started doing some minor things to it, like even replacing the little shift lever, that's like, what, 2 bolts? Pride of ownership just took off from there. So when I feel like I can take care of something, and I have taken care of it, it makes me feel good about that thing. And the more I get into the intricate workings of the bike when I work on it for more stuff, like I'm gonna have to change the oil pretty soon. After doing stuff like that for a while, I suspect maybe I'll start feeling even better about it. But one bummer about this dent in my tank is that I don't know where it came from or what caused it or anything, because it's like when it's on its kickstand, it seems like if it was from somebody opening a car door, you'd think it would hit like the clutch before it hit the tank. And then if it was a door, maybe some paint chipping would have occurred, but there's no paint chip, it's just a dent. I don't know what happened. It kind of bothers me not knowing where it came from. I mean, I've looked at some of my older videos because I was almost suspecting my dealership may have done something wrong, but I couldn't tell. Looks like it might be there before I went to the dealership the first time after my crash, but then again, it's inconclusive. But yeah, it does make the whole bike just look wrinkled for some reason, even though it's in one little spot on the right side. It's weird. Man, all my roads are just really straight. There's no twisties. I should probably try exploring a little bit. See if there's any twisties worth going on here. There's no hills either. I mean, oh look, the road gets wavy. It's hills, right? No, that's not a hill. I've seen hills. But I have to ride now. Almost every day. Just because I put the alarm in, I don't want my battery to get drained down. I'm gonna get lost again. Uh-oh. Anyway, I started using, for video editing, I started using Blender because I was using VideoPad a little while ago. I thought it was free, and it was working out. But then, I tried to edit one of my episodes, and it says, oh, your 14-day trial has expired. I was mad! Somebody on the internet told me it was free. I believed them. Because if somebody says it on the internet, it must be true, right? Nope. I started looking at other free video editors, and Blender was listed. I always knew Blender could do video, but I never really got into it. So I tried it. It's not bad. I did my last few videos in Blender, actually. The more familiar I get with it, the better I'll be able to do edits. So I'm kind of interested to know what video editors everybody uses. Like, I know most people probably just stitch stuff together with, you know, Windows Movie Maker or iMovie just to get the clips all lined up. But I couldn't find Windows Movie Maker for Windows 7, the 64-bit version. I don't know if I'm just looking in the wrong spots or what my problem is. But I started using Windows Encoder or something. Expressions Encoder 4. That's what I was using just to stitch my clips together for a little while. But that's not very powerful. It's pretty much just to encode. So I stopped using that because I needed a little bit more than just encoding. I needed to overlay my audio. That's what my main deal is. I need to be able to overlay the audio onto the video, and I think I'm headed the wrong way. I looked up a few tutorials on how to use Blender for video editing and started doing that. That's been working out pretty good. It's free, completely free. It does way more than video editing, of course. It's primarily a 3D animation suite, modeling animation. I've done a few things with 3D as well. Like I used to have a project going that was about like a stick man running around shooting skulls with a pistol. And having to use my engine to warm my fingers up. Stupid cold. What's the cold doing down here? It doesn't belong here. It's not right. Something is wrong with the world. Fun. I bet everybody lolls when they see this person's license plate. I was gonna try snapping back and forth between this angle and my side view because I brought my side mount with me. But it's too darn cold. I'm going home. Oh, also I started looking at my brake lever just to see what shape it was, because I've seen the install video on like a 600RR for shorty levers. Yeah, mine is completely different. So yeah, the levers I ordered, they're probably not going to fit. The clutch lever might fit, but the brake lever, I'm pretty certain by now it's not going to work. But who knows, maybe they did actually figure out how to make one for this bike. I doubt it though. I'm pretty sure the Chinese company was just like, oh look, the 500 exists. Let's just assume it's the same levers as the 600 and everything else. Oh. Emergency. This was a bad time to come out here. I wonder what happened. Looks like there was a collision. Yep. How does that happen? Oh, I know. Texting. How much you want to bet? We're going to see it on the news tonight. Yep. Pieces of stuff. Watch out. That's unfortunate. Looks like the type of car a younger person would have, so I'm going to go with my texting hypothesis. Don't text and drive. I wonder if I could text and ride. I know I can do it on my bicycle, but no, I'm not going to try it on a motorcycle. That'd be really dumb. This thing is like at least 4 times more valuable than my car right now. 4 or 5, somewhere between there. That's why I got my insurance to cover everything, the comprehensive, so if it gets stolen or if I crash it or something, it gets destroyed, I can get some money back on it. I should see if I can get a discount for my alarm. I was testing it in a parking lot before I started the video, and it works pretty good. I think I'm going to keep it in worn away mode, which is when somebody bumps it, the bump tends to just beeps at them once, just to tell them it's armed. And then if they activate the tilt sensor or one of the others, then it'll start squealing. But I don't need it to start going off just because somebody bumped it. That'd be a pain. It's too cold out here. See, I'm having to put my hand under there just to get warmed up a little bit. Oh well, I've totally run out of things to talk about. So, bye-bye!